Hey y'all, it's Ron. In this video, I want to talk to you about what I call end of the year cleanup, okay? And we're dealing with the Lightroom catalog tonight, and that's all we're dealing with is that, okay? I'm going to show you how to clean up your Lightroom catalog and how to call out photographs that probably you don't even need to keep on your hard drive like I do. Now, before we begin doing this, okay, I suggest that you back up your Lightroom catalog and your folders with all your photographs in them, okay? And that's something you should probably be doing on a regular basis anyways. I don't do it enough. I do it about once a year. I probably should do it more like once every 6 months. Just depends on how much shooting you actually do. I keep my backup on an external mechanical hard drive. It's a 4 terabyte, 5 terabyte drive. I have two different types. I keep a copy of that in my safety deposit box. Once a year, I go down to the bank and get my hard drive out, bring it home, refresh it, copy the directories back onto it, and you'll see my file structure here in just a minute when we look at Lightroom, how easy it is to grab those folders and just copy them onto an external drive. So before we start doing what we're doing tonight, I suggest that you do a backup of your catalog. Find out where your catalog is, and I'm going to show you how to find that so you know where to go get it and back it up. In addition to that, make sure you back up your folders with all your photographs in it. So here we are with Lightroom open on my computer, and the first thing we want to do is we want to find out where your Lightroom catalog is kept, okay? Because that's where you're going to need to go to that folder and back up your Lightroom catalog file. So I'm on a MacBook. It's probably, well, it is different on a PC. What you want to do is go on a MacBook, go under Lightroom Classic, go down to Catalog Settings, okay? So right here in my catalog settings, you can see it tells me the location of my Lightroom catalog is under Users, Ron, Pictures, okay? The file name is Around Tennessee -2-V13-3 LRCAT. It shows you it was created on 10/16/24. The size is 1.31 gigabytes, okay? If you want to click on the little button here that says Show, it's going to show you where this catalog is. It's in the Pictures folder right here. And there's a lot of stuff in here, but right here are your catalogs right here, okay? So you want to back all that up with your directories, your folders, okay? So that's one thing you want to get. The other thing is you want to look at your structure of your Lightroom catalog. So my Lightroom catalog is kept on a network attached storage device. A NAS is what they call it. It's just a hard drive on a different box over there. It's showing me here under digital media is the name of mine that I have 4.55 terabytes free of a 9.92 terabyte drive system, okay? And when I drop that folder down, you can see in here your structure. Now my structure is probably different than yours. It definitely is different than yours. I keep all my photographs under a folder on digital media, under the media folder, under pictures, okay? And here are all my photograph folders, as you can see. Now this folder contains 59,833 photographs, okay? What I suggest you do is you can go out to your folders or Finder or Windows Explorer and capture each one of these folders. Just right click on it and copy it to an external hard drive, okay? And do all that for all the folders that you have listed here. Now everybody's file system is differently. You have a different way of doing it. But basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the folders that contain all your photographs backed up on this external hard drive. Now you want to do this, okay, before we do anything else, okay? That's why I said I suggest that you back up your files first, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit of how you handle your photographs. Normally for me, okay, when I'm done photographing, I come in, sit down on my computer with the camera card, and I dump the entire card into a folder, okay? Each folder has a unique name. Now I'm going to show you my 2024 files, my folder structure under there. And if you'll look, you'll notice here that I have all these different folders under Pictures 2024. I work by date, okay? You may work a different way. Some people put all their pictures into one folder. That's fine, whatever works for you. This is what works for me, okay? I'm not trying to force my beliefs on you. I'm just trying to get to the point where I show you how I'm gonna call out some pictures. Normally, when I dump the cards on my computer, I just dump them on there, okay? I may quickly peruse them to see if there's any that I wanna edit right away. But a lot of times when I get done with my keepers, I'm left with a bunch of garbage on there. And this is what's happened to me here at home. I have so many pictures that I don't even need anymore. They clogged up my whole system, and about 2 or 3 weeks ago, my network attached storage gave me an error message and told me the drive was full. And it was. 10 terabyte drive was full. And I started going through to look at it to see why it was full, and it was just nothing but carelessness on my part. I was just dumping my photographs on there. I wasn't really deleting anything ever, okay? A couple years ago, I started doing videos for 3 of my channels that I have on YouTube. Ditto, I had a bunch of bloat there. So I'm gonna explain what I did first, okay? So the first thing I did, okay, is I got rid of some of the video stuff, okay? And I really don't want to get into that in this video, but just be known that I removed most of my video files from the network attached storage and put them on a separate external hard drive backup, which happens to be an SSD type drive, 4 terabyte, okay? I moved all my video files off of there, which helped me relieve some pressure off of the drive so I can still store some stuff on there. But then I got to digging a little bit deeper, and I started looking at my Lightroom catalog and my folders that I had photographs in. I said, you know, I got a bunch of crap on here that I just need to get rid of, okay? And, you know, my philosophy has always been to people like, hey, if you've got photographs that are out of focus, the highlights are blown, you miss the exposure, even if the composition is bad, don't even bother keeping them on your computer. They're not going to get better by themselves. That's been my philosophy all along. Unfortunately, I have not practiced that myself. So the best place to start right here, I'm just going to start with my pictures from 2024, and we're going to kind of go in there, and I'm just going to open up the entire folder of photographs, all 15,571 of them, and I'm going to go into the grid view so I can look at these photographs. Now, I'm looking here at photographs. These photographs aren't even mine. These are from a different project I had going on that I collected photographs from other people. So I don't have any reason to keep these photographs. So I'm going to pull them up on the screen in full screen view, and we're just going to go through them, and we're going to look and see what we want to get rid of. Right away, I see no reason to keep this photograph or this one. Dead deer. I don't know who did that one. These are photographs that don't even belong to me. They were part of a project I was doing. So right away, we're going to get rid of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the caps lock key on. This is going to help you quite a bit. If you turn on the caps lock key while you're doing this, every time you hit the letter you need to hit, which would be X for reject, or P for pick, or U for undo, the cursor, the photograph's going to advance to the next photograph automatically. And you'll see how this is going to work. So the first thing I want to do is look at this photograph right here. If you'll notice, it's part of a stack, okay? So I need to click on this and open the stack up so we see all the photographs. When you have the stack collapsed and you reject this photograph here, it does not reject the other photographs that are under that stack, okay? These were an edit stack. So just be known that if you do have stacks, you need to expand them, okay? So the first thing I want to do is hit the X key, and you'll notice right away that it graded out, okay? Now I'm going to go to grid view so you can see this a little bit better, and it's advanced itself to the next photograph up here. If you'll look at the top where my cursor is, you hit the X key again. That one's been marked for reject. That's been marked for reject. Now mind you, these photographs have not been deleted yet. All you're doing is marking your catalog for deletion. Okay, you have to do something else to actually physically delete. I'm going to go through a few more with you. This one's in a stack, so let's open that up and let's hit the X key, X key, X key. Okay, here we are on the second row now. Let's keep going. X key, X key, X. We'll keep hitting the X for every one of these that I want to get rid of, okay? Now, this one right here, I don't want to get rid of it, but I have choices here. I can skip over it, or if I really think I want to edit it later, I can give it a pick, and that's normally what I do. So if I hit the P key, you'll see it placed a white flag on the picture, and which lets you sort out photographs that you have done a pick on, okay? So I want to keep that one. We're going to go to this one here, and you notice this stack has already expanded. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the X key to delete that, and that. Like I said, these are photographs I don't care anything about. It doesn't even matter what folder they're in. If you'll notice, we are in the top of the hierarchy for Pictures 24. Okay, I'm not in any of these subfolders underneath there. So we're getting rid of quite a few right here right away, okay? This one's in a stack, so I need to open it up. It has been edited, but this is one of my own pictures. Notice it has a white pick flag on it already. Well, when I hit the X key, it's going to change that to a black X, okay, which means it's been rejected. And we still got the caps lock key on, so it's advancing the frames automatically for me as we go, okay? Now, obviously, this picture right here doesn't do nothing for me, okay? I don't even know. It's not even my photograph, okay? We're just getting rid of picking them, okay? You keep doing that, okay? We're going to stop right here for a minute. Keep doing that for every photograph you want to get rid of. Now, I'm working at the top hierarchy of the Pictures 24 folder, okay? So if you want to work on a specific folder under this Pictures 2024, all you got to do is go down there and select it, okay? Well, let's go down here to one of these that I know it's probably not doing me any good. Here's one here, it's called Test, okay? These are all the photographs that are in the folder called Test. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these, okay? There's no reason for me to keep a lot of these. So I'm going to, my caps lock key is still on, and I'm going to start right here at the top, and I'm going to hit X, and keep hitting the X key, and going through this, okay, and getting rid of photographs, or rejecting photographs. I haven't gotten rid of anything yet, okay? These are a bunch of test shots I did for lens testing, and I really don't care if I keep them or not, okay? Okay. I pretty much have selected every single photograph in that folder for rejection. Now here's how you get rid of it, okay? You can hit on a MacBook the Command key and the Delete key at the same time, or on a PC it would be Control Delete. So when I hit Command Delete, okay, watch what pops up on the box. It says delete the 54 rejected master photos from the disk, or do you just want to remove them from Lightroom? If you're just removing them from Lightroom, they're still going to be on your hard drive, okay? They're still going to take up storage space. I want to delete mine from the disk, and that's what I'm going to select now. Notice it says that you're going to delete 54 photographs, but there's actually 57 photographs in there. That's probably because one of them or two of them are in a stack. So I'm going to cancel just for a minute and go back here and look to see if I had a stack that was collapsed, okay? And let's see, where's another stack? Here it is right here. This stack right here was collapsed, okay? And if you'll notice, I'm gonna go back up to it. If you'll notice, the first photo was selected, but the second photo was not, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and select that one, and there must be another stack somewhere, because that was only one. Yeah, right here, the pickles. This has got a stack in it. See how they're stacked up there? So you can do that, and then I'm going to select that picture right there and hit X, okay? There might be one more somewhere. There should have been 3 photographs. Let's go back here and look a little deeper here. Yeah, there's one right here. Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to try that again. Still in the same folder. We're going to hit Command and Delete or Control and Delete. And now it's going to say delete the 56 photos. Well, there's 57 in there. Let's go ahead and delete what we got and see what's left over, okay? I'm going to hit the delete key, and the next thing you know, you get another dialog box up here. You got one more chance to cancel, okay? When you say permanently delete these files, they are gone, okay? And there's the photograph that I didn't flag, okay? We're going to go ahead and give it an X, okay? Highlight it and hit the Command Delete or Control Delete and delete this one last photograph, okay? Now, if you'll notice that we're done, if you look over here, the test folder has 0 photos in it. No need to keep it, okay? Right-click on the folder, go down to the word Remove, and now it is removed. Just remember one thing here. This is very important. You are working within the Lightroom catalog. Do not go out on your hard drive away from Lightroom and start deleting photographs on your own. Lightroom will get messed up. It won't know what's going on, okay? You have to do all this work from within Lightroom, okay? Just remember that. Okay, we're going to do one more, okay, just to make sure you understand the procedure we're going through here. I'm going to go down to this other folder right here called Test Z50 D7100, and we're going to look at what's in the folder. Now, again, my caps lock key is still on, okay, and that allows, when I hit a key like the X key on the keyboard, it advances the photograph to the next photograph, okay? So this is some test shots I did, and I'm just going to look at these real quick in this view, and I'm hitting my right arrow key just to kind of go through here and see, you know, I may want to keep a few of these. This is a nice HDR photograph here. I may not want to get rid of everything here. And that's part of the culling process. Let's just say that I just loaded all these photographs from a card, okay? And I would just go through here real quick looking at these, okay? And that's really the ideal time to call out your photographs, is when you load them from the card onto the computer, okay? And let's just pretend like I just did that, okay? Let's pretend like I just loaded all these photographs from my card, okay, onto the computer. And let's do this. Anyways, I'm going to start right here at the first photograph, and I'm going to take off the caps lock key right now, because now I'm going to do this manually, okay? Pretend like we just loaded all these photographs from the card onto the computer, and I want to look at every single one of them. And we're going to call them right away, okay? So I'm going to turn the caps lock key off, and then I'm going to go to, I'm going to click on the first photograph, double click to get it into a bigger view so I can see it. Now I'm going to make determinations. Do I want to keep this photograph? No, I do not. I'm going to hit the X key, and it says set as rejected, okay? I'm going to hit my right arrow key and go to the next one. I don't want to keep this one. I'm going to hit my right arrow key and go to the next one, and the next one, and I'm going to pick up a little speed here, because as you're culling, you can tell right away if this is a composition you want to keep. This one here, I'm going to keep, okay? Let's see here. This is 1, 2, 3. This is a stack, so there's 4 of them here. This is an HDR image, so I took all 3 shots and created an HDR image. I may want to come back and work on that, so I'm going to put a pick flag on it, a P, which puts a white flag on it. And let's go ahead and put pick on the source ones so we don't accidentally get rid of those. Do I want to keep that one? No. Okay. I'm going to the next photograph. No. No. I have no desire to keep any of these. So what I'm doing now is hitting my right arrow key and going on each one. Do I really want to keep this photograph? I think I got one that looks pretty similar to it, so probably the answer to that is no. Okay. Like I said, I've worked on a few of these. I don't care about these buzzards. Okay. I was just playing around with lens testing that day. This one doesn't interest me. I'm hitting my right arrow key, And I might want to keep that one. Okay, it's got a P already on it. Let's go ahead and hit the P key for that one. Pick means you like it, okay? You want to maybe look at it further. As you progress into your editing of that photograph, you might end up starting to give it 1 star, 2 star, 3 stars, or maybe a color would designate something. Those are up to you. You have to decide for yourself what the numbers are going to mean, what the colors are going to mean, okay? Right now we're just putting a pick flag on them, a white flag, which means you like them. You want to work with them further, okay? I don't care about this one. I'm going to go ahead and hit X. Same with that one. No, I don't like that one really, but there's a pretty good deer picture that I did edit out of this. It's already got a white pick flag on it. Let's go ahead and put a pick on the source. This is something I don't do. I should do this more often. Put a white flag on the source file, also including anything that was edited. Every time you go out to topaz or sharpening or denoise, any of those things, it creates another file, okay? That's part of the non-destructive workflow. This one here is a terrible photograph. We just get rid of that. This is an example of one you don't want to keep either. Same here. Let's see what this looks like. I'm not even sure if I want to keep that or not. Well, it has some value to me. So I'm going to go ahead and put a pick flag on the source and the edited version. I don't care about this one. I don't care about this one. Nah, I might keep that one. Put a pick flag there. And then here's some more that's stacked images. Yeah, that one's not interesting me. You have to be very discriminative. Well, not discriminative. You just have to be very open-minded when you're doing this, because you could end up second-guessing yourself trying to delete photographs. But you know, a lot of it comes from experience. I can tell you that these are not really good photographs in my opinion, or worthy of editing. Not at the level that I shoot at. Some of you may think differently. That's too far away. Okay. This is a good image that I kept. I'm going to keep that one, but I'm also going to keep the source files. Let's see, it's got 3 images in that. That one I don't need to keep. It's a duplicate of this one. Okay. I don't need to keep it. No sense in having more than one of the same composition. Now, in the past, okay, I have kept probably all my photographs for one reason or another. But the main reason is as you progress through your photography, your skills get better and better. So you might think, hey, I want to go back and re-edit some of these photographs that I did 5, 6, 7 years ago. If you're at that level of your photography, then yes, I can see where you would want to keep most of your photographs. But you know, for the years I've been doing photography and I've progressed past all that beginner stuff, I can pretty much tell you real quick, looking at what's on the card, if I want to keep it or not, okay? And I need to start being more diligent about that. I just haven't done that in the past. Okay, so we're going to continue on in this folder. There's 115 photographs. We're on photograph number 74. Okay, we had a little snafu there on my computer. I'm not too sure what it was all about, but we have 21 photos left in there. So you kind of get the idea about deleting photographs you don't need. The hardest part here is having a strategy going forward. When you dump your cards onto your computer, decide what you're going to do at that moment. I would call at that moment you put the cards on the computer. That's what I'm going to do. That's going to be my strategy. You know, bad and good photos, you're just keeping them way too long and you're clogging up your hard drive space and what have you. I've been at this for about 3 or 4 days. It's very time consuming, but I have a lot to clean up. I have 5 years worth of stuff to clean up. If you start doing it at the time you dump your card onto your computer after your photo shoot, it'll be much easier for you in the future, okay? You don't have to delete them right away. Just go ahead and select them for rejection, okay? And maybe 6 months down the road, go ahead and hit a command delete or control delete on your folder, on your root of your folder, and it'll delete everything in all the subfolders that you've marked for rejection. Anyways, I hope that gave you some insight as to what you probably should be doing as far as culling out your photographs in your Lightroom catalog.